Okay. Oh, God damn it. Well, time to make a video. Let's go. Hola, buenas tardes. My name is Jesus, and welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, we are, as you can see from the clip, we are doing my Premier League mid-season predictions because we're officially at match day or game week 19, how we say it here. So yeah, the predictions from. So we're gonna compare my before the season predictions from early before the season started to now, which I have the list right here. I'm not gonna tell you until I do each one of them. So yeah. So let's see how we do this, and let's see who is in 20th place. Let's see. All right, so the first team we have in 20th is Sheffield United. I'm surprised that they are having second season syndrome. I did I did say early in the season that they will have second season syndrome, but I did not believe that they will be this bad. So early season, I predicted before the season started, I predicted 10th. I mean second season syndrome. But for them to be in 20th from 10 places down now, it's kind of I don't think Chris Wilder. Many people saying Chris Wilder is gonna get sacked after the season. He won't, because who's gonna take Sheffield United? Chris Wilder is like a legend there now. I don't think Chris Wilder is gonna go in and like let's stop the man. Let's sack him and get a better manager. Who's they gonna get? Bilic is literally got sacked already, so he's not gonna be a good option. So I think my opinion is that sadly Sheffield United will get relegated. But at the same time, I think that Chris Wilder's still gonna have a job, and they might be back for next season. Next season, they might get promoted again. You never know. It always happens. So yeah, that's my place in 20, and now we're gonna go to 19. Let's see who's in 19th place. Okay, so my next team I have in 19th place is West Brom. Yeah, I say the R. It's like West Brom, like bronze. But yeah, I predicted West Brom. Sadly, Big Sam, enter as mid-season manager, not Bilic. Bilic is in got sacked sadly, but I feel like that this season West Brom, I figured they would get relegated. There's no way they can get promoted. They got promoted though, but at the same time they're gonna get relegated because they don't have a good squad. I feel like they got promoted too sooner. That the squad does not look good at all. It's kind of look a bad squad, to be fair. I don't blame them that the squad looks good now. Like the squad looks amazing, but I feel like there's some missing pieces. Even when Big Sam had not been relegated ever from all the clubs he's been to, he might get sacked before the end of the season. I feel. And yeah, West Brom is gonna get relegated. Before the season, I predicted 20th, so being a place above Sheffield United is a big accomplishment, I guess. So yeah, let's see who's in 18th place. All right, so my next team we have here is Fulham at 18. Yes, Fulham at 18. There I predicted this, but I mean they finished above one place. I mean I predicted them being finished 19 before the season started. I think Fulham are gonna be like right in the battle. That's the battle of the relegation zone. Like this is gonna be a true battle, but I feel like this is gonna be more of a understatement. To be fair, like this is gonna be more of what we can see of Fulham can do. I mean, they drew to Tottenham sadly, but I think Fulham might stay up. Depends how circumstances finish, but I believe that Fulham sadly gonna get relegated at 18th place. Will be the last place in the relegation zone. So let's see who didn't get relegated, but who were close to getting relegated. Okay, so now the next place we have is 17th, Burnley, yes, Burnley, nearly getting relegated. I know they look stupid, but hear me out with this. Burnley, from the couple of games I've been seeing, I see Burnley. I mean, it's Burnley. I mean, it's Sean Dyche. He's a good manager. I mean, he doesn't get teams relegated. I mean, he's been in Burnley for the longest ever. But I do see him falling on form, but not form enough that they will get relegated. I think they're barely gonna survive up. Probably have a couple more points above Fulham. So yeah, early in the season I predicted to finish 13, which is 4 places below they expecting to. But you never know. It's Burnley, like I always say. Like, it's Burnley. Sean Dyche can do wonders for some reason. Like, he can go from this play, he can go to another. Like, it's simple enough. So yeah, guys, that's 8. That's 17. Burnley is in my 17. See who's in 16th place. All right, so my next place here we got is Brighton and Harvian. Bad. I don't know why you say the team was Brighton, but I picked Brighton to be 16 above Burnley. Because I think Brighton's gonna have that advantage. I mean, just being Burnley, I think they might beat Burnley again, and they're gonna be above them just by the head. But yeah, earlier before the season started, I predicted them to finish 15, which is a play below, which doesn't make a difference. But I think that they're gonna survive relegations. Grant Potter is a great manager. He's just missing this piece. I mean, Andal Lama been injured. Like, everybody suspected that. But I do see, hopefully in the future, that this could be above that I expected. I don't see myself seeing Brighton relegated, but I do see them like struggling a little bit now. But I mean, it's mid-season, you never know, it could happen. So yeah, let's continue on into 15th place. So yeah, next play we have here at 15 is Newcastle. Before the season, I predicted them to be in 14th place, so 1 place below, sadly. But the reason I predicted them this low, 1 place below them, it's just that they kind of look good. I mean, they got that draw against Liverpool, but Liverpool form away has been awful lately, so I will see that. But at the same time, it just Newcastle looks. I don't like Steve Bruce is a great manager. Like he done great job so far at Newcastle. I mean, somehow he still had a job, and somehow Newcastle promote in the Premier League so far. But I don't see them getting relegated, but I do see them finishing like the bottom half of the league, of the table. But yeah, I think Ryan Fraser is a bad player. Colin Wilson been a great player. I mean, great addition to the team. I think he's gonna be a great player for Newcastle for a couple of years until he gets old. He might make the Euro. You never know. I have Newcastle 15. Now we're gonna learn who's in 14. All right. So in 14th place we have sadly Leeds United. Early in the season, I predicted Leeds to finish 11th, so 3.3 places below the predicted early in the season. And Leeds, they lost to Cronley, I think how you say the team, in the FA Cup, 3-0. Bielsa, one of the veterans of the managerial change, lost to League 1 or League 2 side. And it's kind of embarrassing because not only that, it shows the weaknesses of the team. I mean, Brentford can score, but can he though to get a place in Euros? You never know. But I do feel like Leeds is gonna finish 14. Maybe next season they're gonna finish a little bit higher. Depends on the signings they make. But yeah, I predict them to finish 14. So yeah, that's what I see. But yeah, let's go to the next one with who's finishing in 13. In 13th place, I'm sadly gonna say that it's Wolves. Wolves early in the season I predicted them to finish in 7th place. But with the injury of Raul Jimenez, it takes away a side that now pressures like Neto, because when Raul Jimenez plays, Neto has more space. That's the reason they can score good goals. But with the loss of Jimenez now probably for the rest of the season due to the head injury, the awful head injury he's suffering against Arsenal. I feel like he's gonna have a great effect on them. Finishing 13 maybe seems a rare decision, but you never know. It happens a lot. Maybe next season he can finish above, but you never know. But yeah, that's in 13. Now let's see who's in finishing 12th place. All right, in 12th place now we have is Palace. Crystal Palace. So earlier in the season, I finished them to finish in 17. So 5 places above for the finish. Palace will finish above Wolves. Here's why. Because even when Zaha being mediocre sometimes at times, it's just that they have a little advantage more of Wolves. Wolves kind of have the weakness, of course, losing Raul Jimenez. While Palace just have to make sure that they finish mid-table most likely. So I'm not surprised that Palace will finish in mid-table. But it's ready. Roy Hudson's going to keep a job again. But I don't know how long will Palace stay up. Probably I give him 2 seasons to be stay up, and then Roy Hudson's gonna retire. Zaha leaves, and then they're gonna fall apart and get relegated. So yeah, let's see who finished in 11th place. All right, so in 11th place, here's the shocker part of my prediction. Because when I do predictions, I make the shocking predictions, and people make fun of me because why you predict this team? Why not? So here's my 11th team. And it's Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal will finish at 11. Here's my reasoning. Arsenal do not look good, even with Debbie improving just a little bit. But I don't think they finish close to top 10. Maybe they might finish close, but I don't think they're gonna finish that close. I think just say the mediocre mid-table right there. Arteta won't get sacked. He kept his job. Who's gonna take the Arsenal job? Allegri? No. So I think Arsenal gonna finish 11th, 5 place below what I predicted them earlier, which is 6th place. So yeah, that's the shocker prediction I have. Yes, Arsenal will be 11th. Don't judge me on that. I know if you hate on that, you can put in the comments, and I respond if I want to. But yeah, let's see who finished above Arsenal in 10th. All right, so in 10th place we have West Ham. Alright, I have a lot of praise for West Ham here. Okay, a lot of praises. Reason why? Because what a great job from David Moyes, what we say his real name is. From what I predicted them to finish close to relegation zone, from them to literally be almost battling for the European spots, thanks to the new competitions, UEFA Conference, Europa Conference League. West Ham have done a great job so far. They might finish outside of but this place looks awesome. Cause West Ham, that's a great accomplishment for David Moyes. To take this team, mediocre team that he had last season, from almost nearly relegated, to being close to battling for European football. It's amazing. That's wonderful. So 6 place above, it's really great. So yeah, so I finished Arsenal. Now we finish who's in 9th place. All right, here comes my second shocker prediction of this video, and we have Chelsea in 9th place. That's right, Chelsea. Reason behind it because they don't look good at all. Timo Werner and Kai Havertz. Whatever you can say to me, oh, they don't look good. Oh, they give them time. No, they're fish a bus. They do not work in the Premier League. They're not deserve. They are too unexperienced to be playing in the Premier League. They left. I don't say Kai Havertz. They're young. Okay, they're German. They're young. They don't deserve to be there, and it shows that they don't. And that's why I say Frank Lampard might be sacked. Allegri gonna come in, but what is he gonna do? I had a burp there, but I don't know. Chelsea finished 9th. It's an understatement. I predicted them to be in 3rd, which is 6 points, 6 places below the expectation. And just that Chelsea do not look good. Like, they are really sus. they're gonna be really sus to be there at so far. I would be surprised they qualify for the. That'd be hilarious if they qualify for the Europa Conference League. That would be hilarious. But yeah, I predict them to finish in 9th place. So let's see who's above Chelsea then. Yes. Alright, so the team finishing above Chelsea in 8th place is Aston Villa. Who another shocker team I have to praise. Aston Villa, who I predicted them earlier season to be relegated, the first place in the relegation zone at 18th place. And right now, Pennington be finishing 10 places up. I predicted them. Steve, Aston Villa has been a great team. Like Dean Smith, wonderful manager. How he turned this team around, beating 7-2 Liverpool. They were in the top 4 at one point. This team is no joke. If Dean Smith gets, and plus he had John Terry, who's a great assistant coach so far, and he could get a managerial job in the future. If they get good players and don't let Grealish leave, which would be a horrible mistake, I think they might finish in a European spot. You never know. It happened before in the Premier League. It happened before. It always happened. So I believe Aston Villa will finish above Chelsea in 8th place. So yeah, let's see who's in 7th place and getting most likely the place in the UEFA Conference League, the UECL. That's what it's abbreviation for. Because since Tottenham and Man City are gonna finish in a European spot, so this place will predict who's be going to the UEFA Europa Conference League. So let's see who will be in that spot. All right. So the team I predicted to gain that spot for the UEFA Europa Conference League is Southampton. What a job from Ron Hudson Noodle. I call him Noodle. I call it Hudson Noodles because it's really hard to pronounce his last name because he's Austrian. But what a great job he has done. This is one of the most unpredictable Southampton teams ever, and hopefully they don't sell the players. If they do, oh no, it's gonna happen all over again. Then for them to finish from 12th, what I predicted earlier, to finishing 7th and qualifying for the first time ever for the UEFA Europa Conference League, is a massive achievement. To me, 5 places above that I predicted them to finish 7th and qualify for European football is incredible. It's truly a masterpiece. What I've seen. And I think Southampton with Danny Ings hopefully healthy now, keeping Ron Sprouse, who's one of the greatest free kick takers ever to grace the Premier League, and keeping the defense mostly Vestergaard, Bentran, maybe add a little bit more spice to the midfield and the front three, either Che Adams. But we could see in the future a Southampton team that might battle for top 4 in the future. They've been battling for top 4, but let's see if they finish. But let's see who finished in the Europa League spot, because whoever wins the FA Cup, if it's the team is finished in the top 5, they qualify for Europa League. Let's see who's gonna most likely get the Europa League place. All right, so my next team to finish in 6th place is Leicester. All right, let me explain here. Leicester are not my big team to finish in top 4. They're not. Here's why. Because it's simple enough. I love Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers, I think he's a great manager. Definitely a great manager. But he kind of Leicester lose their form and they just start falling off the table. It's happened before. I mean, they got chopped off of the Champions League spot in the last day. They don't come in for big game. I mean, they drew 2-2 to Man United. they don't come in for the big games. Like when it's the big games, the game is massive, they don't come out. I think Brendan Rodgers has like that scare he has, and it shows that like he doesn't like Brendan Rodgers is a great manager, but he doesn't come in big moments. His team like Vardy sometimes doesn't come in big moments, no, and some of the teams don't come. It's not that fault. It's just that the experience that they must have to somehow finish. But I feel like they're gonna finish in sixth, qualify for the Europa League playoff round. So yeah, that's why I predict. So yeah, let's see who finished in fifth place above Leicester. All right, so the team I predicted to finish in fifth is Everton, who Ancelotti has done a great job with his team. So right now they're battling for Champions League spot. But the reason I predict them into fifth, because earlier in the season I predicted to finish ninth, one in the accomplishment, 4.4 places above. It's simple enough how it doesn't matter if they qualify for Champions League or Europa League. Is that this season has been a incredible season, either or. Either if it's just qualifying for European football, and it's an achievement for Everton, because to have a world class manager in your sideline, in Everton, it's rare. Like you don't see it. You find mediocre managers managing the change. But to see Ancelotti managing Everton and buying James, Alan, all these great players and fighting for European football, it's a wonderful job he has done for Everton. So I picked him to finish in fifth. So let's see who finished in the top four and who finished in the Champions League spot. Let's see. All right. So in fourth place, I'm sad to say this, but Tottenham will finish in fourth, which is the same place I predicted them earlier in the season. So let me explain here. For all of you nubbheads who's watching this video, not Spurs fans, I will give my honest opinion. Earlier in the season, we went first. I thought we could win the league with Jordan Mourinho in his second season, but it doesn't seem like it. My main concern now is to finish in the top four, and that's it. And that's my honest opinion as a Spurs fan. Is that we want to finish top four. Forget the league. We don't need the league. We can get bullied a lot. We just need to win trophies. That's the point of the season. Is that we need to win trophies. And the league doesn't seem like it because the teams are back and forth. And it's just that I'd rather finish in top four than the league title. That's my decision, my opinion. But other Spurs fans can have their own opinion. That happens. But I really don't want us to finish outside the top four. Because what happened if we don't win the Europa League title? What happened with that? And we're going to play again in Thursday nights. And you can see how the schedule congestion is getting worse by the minute due to the pandemic. The schedule and everything. So, I picked Spurs. We finish in fourth place. Hopefully they finish there and hopefully win some trophies by the time I do my end of the season results and the end of the season. So now let's see who finished in third. All right, so pump the brakes, Man United. Pump the brakes. I know you are top of the league. You're like, yeah, we're gonna win the title. We're gonna be Liverpool on Sunday. Yeah, let's go United. Yeah. All right. First of all, shut the hell up. United ain't winning the league. No. Not in a million years. Ole is a PE teacher. He always will be. Because his team does not come in big moments. Does not. And I will say this. This Man United team is really sus. Because they've been winning in last moments of the games. And I've seen them. Barely beating Aston Villa 2-1. Barely beating Burnley 1-0 in the last minute. And they don't deserve to be winning the league with those results. They don't. This is not like how league winners win games. They win it fashionably and impressively and showing that they can win the league. This team does not. Ole does not have the capability of winning a title at United. He does not. his mentality is different from Sir Alex Ferguson, and it shows there in the reports. So, of course, I picked him early in season to finish in 5th. Of course, now in 3rd, 2 places above the places. But I don't see them winning the league. No, not until Ole somehow gets him to stop being dumb and win games, important games. Because they not have won any top 6 game. Thank you, proud for that statistic. They have not beaten any top 6 clubs. Because the reason why they did this form because Spurs beat them 6-1. The embarrassment that we put them on Old Trafford that caused the panic of Ed Woodward and Ole to buy players so the job can be maintained. This Man United team do not deserve, and they will definitely not win the league. Definitely not. So that means they finish in 3rd. Let's see who finished in 2nd as runner-ups in the Premier League. All right, runner-ups of the Premier League 2021 season. It's again Liverpool. I would be surprised if they finish in 2nd. No, I don't feel like they finished in 2nd due to the injuries, because Matip is an injury-prone center back, and of course Liverpool all are linked with Eder Militao, also Tottenham. And many people are complaining why Klopp doesn't take this over, because Klopp doesn't see a long-term assessment, because Liverpool won Upamecano, which he won't leave this winter, and they're gonna suffer a lot. The away form been awful this season, awful. But home kind of been good, but I don't see them winning the league again twice in a row. It's gonna be an understatement. They might push for it, but the same play they finished last time I played the early season. It's the same play they're gonna finish at the end of the season. So yeah, I played Liverpool. We'll finish in 2nd. Let's see who's the champion, and I think you all know who he is. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Premier League this season, 2021, is Man City. Manchester City will win the league. Reason why? Because they back in form. Diaz and Stones are the greatest duo of center backs. I mean, even though they cannot be Kane or Son. But to be fair, this pair, Pep has improved a bit more better. Not a lot better, but a bit more better. Pep is picking the right players and not acting stupid. Like, oh, I'm gonna pick this player because I like him. No, even though Kevin De Bruyne doesn't look the best he's supposed to be, I think with that, even Aguero being injured, Man City will still win the league. It's improbable. United are gonna battle the Liverpool are too injury prone, and that's why I predict Man City will win the league. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. This video may be long, so it's gonna take a lot of time to plug this all in. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and put your prediction who's gonna finish at the end of the season in the comment section below. I might react. I might like it. You never know. But yeah, I will predict them. You can put them in the comment section below. I'm pointing down there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you had a great day. Until next time, we'll see you guys next time. Peace. You son of a...
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna